Shalom, 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 Yasha'Allah. This your boy, Brother Shamwa, back at you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson is going to be called, The Daughter of My People is Cruel. Right, first and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Halal, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and His only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi. Right, and the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who have ruled well to the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and has pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom, another mighty shalom to all you Akim out there laboring on the highways and hedges, and on the unicorn, which is this internet, pushing this 100% doctrine, this 100% truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom. Came across this article from a day ago, but I believe this is from a few years ago. You know, it seemed like they're recycling news articles, but it's from the Daily Express. It says, evil mom murdered newborn by putting her in microwave for 2 minutes. She was cooked. Right? It says a mom murdered her 20-day-old daughter by cooking her in a microwave for 2 minutes. In one of America's most chilling cases, China Arnold, 31, put her newborn Paris in a microwave after a fight with her boyfriend over who was the biological father, prosecutor said. Right? I'm not even going to read too much more of this, but this is, the evil and wickedness, that is upon our people, man, especially even, upon you women, man, upon you Eve, man, right? To put your newborn, right, in a microwave for 2 minutes, right, to cook because you got into a fight with your boyfriend or who was the biological father, right? I mean, and see, that shouldn't even be so, right? But because this is an adulterous generation, right, things like this happen where you have these arguments that shouldn't even be a part of it, all right? Because this is the reason why, a woman shouldn't be jumping around from man to man, right? And that's the craziness that's going on, all right? So let's get a couple scriptures. Like I said, I don't want this to be too long, but Lord's will is edifying, right? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, right? And you see that the love of many shall wax cold, right? Because you got into an argument with your boyfriend about who's the baby is, right? And because you got mad, you went and you put your baby, your 28-day-old baby, in a microwave, right? That's crazy. That is crazy, right? But that's the madness of Eve, man. This is another reason. Let's go to what is that? Lamentations. Okay, let's go to the book of Lamentations 4, and let's start at verse number 3. Right? It says, even the sea monsters draw out the breasts. They give suck to their young ones. It says, the daughter of my people is become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness, right? And what does the ostrich do? Right? Let's go to Job, right? And we'll come back to that. But let's go to the book of Job, 39, and start at verse 13. All right. It says, gavest thou the goodly wings unto the peacocks, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich, right? It says, which leave her eggs in the earth, and warmeth them in the dust, and forgetteth that the foot may crush them, or that the wild beasts may break them. she is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear, because the Most High have deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted her to her understanding. And that's what the Lord has done to Eve, man, in these last days, right? Where she has hardened her heart against her young ones, as though they weren't hers, right? That's this is part of these curses, right? For you to be able to, willfully just go and put your baby in a microwave and microwave your baby, right? When you read on in the article, it talks about, the baby's body temperature reached, critical levels, and basically saying that, she cooked her child, man, right? That's an evil thing, right? It says, Job chapter 39, verse 16, she is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear, because the Most High have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted her to her understanding, right? She probably still don't even get it, out of all that, right? Her whole thing was to try to hurt her boyfriend, you know what I mean? And at the expense of her children, right? It says, matter of fact, let me go to, let's go to Deuteronomy, right? Deuteronomy 28, and let's go to verse 56, right? It says, and this is part one of the curses, it says, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, right? And that's what you see here, right? That's what you see, these curses, being played upon our people, man, to the point where you would take your baby and put her in a microwave, right? That's and we've seen other stories about women doing different things. There was a woman who was stabbing her baby, doing all types of different stuff, stomping on the baby, right? While she's FaceTiming. Like this is the cruelty, of these women, man. Right? But these is part of the curses that are amongst our people. All right. And this is why, this is just more and more reasons why, we cry unto Yahawashi every day, for the return of his son, to set things back in order. All right. Because if things were in order, guess what? There wouldn't be a question about who is the baby's daddy. There wouldn't be questions about doing all that. There wouldn't be arguments in the first place, right? Because everything would be in order, right? But because this place is so wicked, and the what does it say? Yahawashi said, because let's go back to it. Matthew 24:12, right? It says, and because iniquity shall abound, right, the love of many shall wax cold. Okay, and Yahawashi said that this was an adulterous generation, man, right? And we see it, right, to the fact that you don't even know who your baby daddy is, right? And then you get mad because you get into an argument, and then what do? You take it out on your kids, right? And, and this all stems from the curses, from the curses. All right. Let's go to Second Ezra, right? Second Ezra 14, right? 14 and verse 16. It says, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein, right? And you can see the evils that are increasing, right? And like I said, this article, when I was reading it, it looked like it was a new article, but this is actually an older article from a few years ago, right? But this is just the cruelty. How much more cruel are the daughters of Israel, right? The daughters of Zion, right? How much more cruel are our people, And this is the mentality, right? And you watch they got all these little YouTube things about, and they share their crazy, the craziest things they've done, and it's just evil and wickedness, man. Right? That has abound. All right, let's go back to Lamentations. Lamentations 4 and 3. Right? So Yahawah Shemel Shai likened, the daughters of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, or the Israelites, unlike to an ostrich. Right? An ostrich doesn't really care for their young, and it's because the Lord has lacked them that understanding. So let's get it. Lamentations 4 verse 3, it says, even the sea monsters draw out the breasts, they give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel, like the ostriches of the wilderness. It says, the tongue of the suckling child cleave to the roof of his mouth for thirst. The young children ask bread, and no man breaketh it unto them. They that did feed delicately are desolate in the streets. It says, they that are brought up in scarlet embrace dunghills. For the punishment of the iniquity of the daughter of my people is greater than the punishment of the sin of Sodom, that was overthrown in a moment, and no hands stayed on her. Right? And understanding that, the punishment that is coming, because our women, they're not in order, right? Is going to be great. That's why it says, it says, see, the women of Jerusalem warn, right? Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 6, it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. All right, because there's coming a time, and we're right at that door. That door is really pretty much open, and Jacob's trouble is coming to this place. And all you careless women, right? You know it all women who, with that mentality that, can't nobody say nothing, and the mentality of women like this woman here, right? Hey, it's gonna be destruction for you, right? You're gonna catch hell like no other. All right, so just be warned. You better get your act together, right, and come into subjection of a man of understanding. All right, like it says up in verse number 2, Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 2, a man shall be a hiding place from the wind. Right? Who is that? That's the man of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Okay? So you better get yourself up under the order, of a man, and a man of understanding, because perilous times are coming to this place, and trouble is coming, And right now the women are too at ease, right? And they're cruel, all right? And the Lord is about to shake things up and put order back in place. All right, so I just want to do this quick lesson. Lord's will, this was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Halal Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Peace and blessings to the elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad. A mighty shalom, right? To the 144,000 men, and to the rest of the elect, stay diligent, stay focused, keep enduring, keep praying for one another, right? And you women of understanding, get yourself with the man of understanding in these times, because these troubling times are at hand. All right, and we've been warning and warning, and this time is about to take place. All right, and with that, I want to say shalom.